welcome to my first ever tutorial. So I'm going to start it off simple and show you how to create a completely unmodded, 100% working spigot server. Now, other tutorials I've seen are drowny, where people just talk on and on. Some of them are even outdated, but this one will be concise and to the point. So in the description below, you'll have a direct link to download the spigot.jar. Just click on that, it'll download it for you automatically. Then you want to place it in a server folder. You can call it whatever you want, it really honestly doesn't matter. Then you want to do new. I will be using a, oops, it didn't pop up there. Oops. You want to create a text document, and you want to call it whatever you want. Okay, now you want to put in java-jar, and then spigot.jar. Now, please note that this is just the name of the spigot.jar that I have in the link that you downloaded. It'll just be that plus the .jar. This will also be in the description because typing is for stupid people. Yeah, I said it. Now call this start, and then save it as all files. Okay, and save. So now it'll be a text document. Now, what you want to do is you want to edit with Notepad++. Make sure everything, okay. File, save as. See, this is just a little bit better because it's more concise. Notepad++ will also be in the description if you don't already have it, but you probably already do, because almost everyone has this. If you know anything about computers, you have this, most likely. Then go like that. Save it as start. Oops. You can get rid of that. Save. Done. Okay. So here we have it. Start. Now that'll start loading all the libraries. Now, what will happen is it won't work because you have a EULA. That means for end user license agreement. You must put this as true. Now, I've already read over the EULA that's online. You should too. I mean, no one will penalize you if you haven't, but you should. Okay, save, and just start it up again. Now wait for that to start up. Okay, now we're almost done. I mean, we are done. It's that simple. Now you have your server to work with. Now, I'll go over a few basic things, and then I'll let you go. So let's start with the logs. I almost never look at the logs. They're not really important unless you have a big server or something crashes. Then you would look at those. Don't really 100% understand those, but they're not necessarily important. Next, we have the plugins. Here you can go online and download plugins from anything you see. Now, the version of Spigot that we have now is 1.8.8, which means it's in Minecraft 1.8.8. If you don't completely understand that, that's fine. You can ask comments. You can ask a question down in the comments below, and I'll answer them 100% of the time. So then we have the world files. These are the different worlds to teleport to the world nether and world the end. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we have the banned IPs. These are all the IPs of people that you've banned. Now, it's kind of hard. The format of it is a little bit confusing, but as soon as you ban someone's IP, you'll figure it out. Ban players, this is a little more simple than that. Bucket. Now this is the bucket configuration. As I said, bucket is basically an older version of Spigot. So these are all the different config files or configuration files for the bucket. The only ones you would do if you ever created a bungee cord server, which I'll have a tutorial for later, you would need the connection throttle and the other things on there. Okay, then we want to come down here to the commands. I've never actually used this before. It's a little bit complicated, but I can explain that in other videos. Help. This is just the all the help for this. You don't really need. It's not too good, but you can try it out if you want. Then we have the ops. Everyone who's opt, same format as the banned players and banned IPs. Permissions. I never use these. They're horrible. Never use these. You want to download a third-party plugin. One is Permissions X. That's a really good one. Anyway, moving on, we have the server. This is the main config for your server. This is the same thing that's I think it's almost the exact same thing for the vanilla Minecraft, not just the spigot. So you can have the allow flight, enable Archon, and then all that stuff like that. Then we have the spigot jar. You can't edit that at all. Here we have the spigot. This is everything that's like more like advanced. You probably won't use these, but if you do, I'll just go over them really fast. Debug. It's in debug mode. Save user cache, not bungee cord. As I was talking about earlier, if you use bungee cord, you want to put this to true because it'll change a few things about UUIDs, which is the user IDs. It won't mess that up. Then we have the start that we run to turn on our server. User cache, it caches all the users that are on your server. Same thing, same format, banned IPs and banned players. And then we have the whitelist. So if you enable whitelist, it is a command. You can actually only let those people on and no one else. So if you're in building but you want to let your friends on to help you or goof around, I do that all the time. You can do that. So yeah, that's the entire configuration. Now, if you want a more detailed pre-made server, I will actually have one of these direct downloads in the description below. So if you want to download that and not have to go through the first few steps that we did, that's totally fine. You can have that in the description below. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.